What is up, guys? I'm Mike.
And I'm Luke.
And today we're reviewing the starter deck 28 green yellow Yamato. Wait, spoiler! Unlike all the other dual color leaders in this reprint starter decks, this one has both colors in the deck.
Let's go!
There is one green card, and you'll never guess what it is.
I'm actually very excited. I think this is one of the ones that hasn't actually been completely spoiled for me. So this is very exciting. And this is beautiful card.
Yeah, can we talk about how this might be the best one? I think it's this or the Luffy. It's this or the Luffy for sure.
Oh no shot. Like I think this is actually the best one.
This one's got like the swirl, but the Luffy's got like the lightning, which is like really cool.
That's fair, right? Yeah. I don't know. I think this is just like one of the best Yamato arts from the game.
I loaded this up and my brain went, God! Just like literally. Oh my god. Anyway, Yamato is a green yellow dual color leader, 4 life, 5k power, land of Wano with double attack, and activate once per turn if your opponent has 3 or less life cards. Give the 2 rested on cards to one of your characters.
Now, Mike, do you remember when this card was spoiled? Do you remember when it was leaked?
I knew where it was when it was leaked.
You knew where it was, right? Yeah, I knew where it was.
Everyone knew where they were when this card was leaked.
Because everybody was like, what do you mean?
And they were right. And they were right. It only wasn't as good as it was because there was something even more outrageous going on.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, wow. But still one of like the sleeper leaders. I think anytime they put a attack attribute onto a leader, it's a little bit, I think it's crazy.
Automatically is like a B or higher on the scale, for sure.
Unless your name is Rocinante. But also at the same time, don't come for me. Don't come for me.
Let's change it. Anytime they add a combat-based or attacker-based ability.
Yeah. But this was a terror back in the day. So.
Yeah, and I think it's gonna be a terror again now. Kind of to quantify what we're looking for with this deck. Yamato decks are not full-on glass cannons, but obviously your leader has double attack. You don't need much else. So you want to spend your early game building value around the leader while slowly nitpicking with other abilities your opponent's board just to keep them in check because you are a 4-life leader. You also want to lean the triggers, so when your opponent does hit you, you get additional value to help fight back. And then usually on the top end, we want some bombs to kind of come in and help really push through that final bit of aggression, as well as interaction pieces to rest cards, buff cards, etc. And then obviously once you get the 3 or less after your first hit, your leader will help buff your cards as well. So you can play really cheap stuff that does interaction and then make them up to attacking power relatively easy with the leader ability.
Yeah. And, nope, I lied. Never mind.
Okay, well, I'm not lying because the first card of this deck is Yamato themselves. A 1/0 1k counter land of Wano card. Dawn 2, your turn. This character gains 3k power. So on your turn, when you give it the 2 from leader, it'll be a 5k because it'll have 2 Dawn plus 3. Unfortunately, that means it's a 0 on your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
On play, look at top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal a land of Wano type card, costs 2 or more. Add it to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. So it's a 1-drop searcher. Yeah. And they're like, oh, we know what you can do with this, so we can't give it any base power, which is fair. Pretty fair. Does this confirm that Yamato is a princess, a 0-power princess? This is not a gender question. This is this is a royalty title question.
I'm gonna say no, Mike, because the threat is there.
The threat
the
of
Dawn
violence.
times 2, your turn.
What if
implication?
The implication. The implication. What if when they get the Dawn right, she becomes Kouzuki Oden, and now I'm Kouzuki Oden.
Oh, okay.
Right? Maybe that is it.
Maybe. At any point, I still think that this is I'm big ups on this card.
This card's great. I was making mechanical design jokes.
This card's great. Absolutely, yeah. This card's great. That was my attempt to segue us back into like the card, how we feel about this card. But I think when this card first got spoiled, there was a huge discussion about like, well, why would we use this over like Momonosuke, for instance, right?
Cost 1.
The argument is that you could use both. Right?
Yeah, the argument is you can use both. It costs 1 versus costing 2, and also when you're gonna attack with this card, you're not gonna do it like right out the gate when your opponent has like a million things to be doing. You're gonna sit on this until you're in the late game, right? where when you put this on your card, unless your opponent just has like free dopey dude sitting around, your opponent has to decide, can I afford to kill this card or need to try to kill my opponent?
Yeah. It's too good. And like I said in like our Discord, when you go first with this, you play this first, right? But you shall join. When you go first on this card, you play this card out first, and then second turn you attach one onto Yamato Leader, you swing for 6, and then you see if your opponent respects you, right? You're like, oh, you didn't give me the 2K? That's great, man. Okay, I'm gonna now float that 2 rested Dawn onto this Yamato, and then go ahead and smack you for 5, an additional 5.
Oh, so see, I think it's the opposite. I think you just don't swing it into the late game at all.
Oh, that's fair.
I think as long as they're taking the leader damage, you're fine. You're like, cool, I'll keep it back.
I think it's relevant in terms of like what you're fighting against, because if you need to set up a pseudo blocker where your opponent has to respect it and swing into it, I think it's worth it, right?
Sure.
I think there are times when you do that. Like if they played 2 searchers on the turn that they went second into this, don't swing with it.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
but like, I still think like it's still a pseudo blocker if you really need to like kind of pressure your opponent or direct your opponent's like firepower elsewhere, because you're like my hand is bricked or something like that, right? So.
But now, like all the other new cards, we need to give this card a grade using the power scale. The power scale is how we determine and kind of communicate with you guys how good we think a card is. The power scale goes from 1 to 5, 1 being the average card that you don't play. Absolute garbage. Do not play this card. In a world of tariffs and rising costs, why would you ever even print something like this? A 3 is the average card you're putting in your deck. You're happy to have it. It's a good addition. But it's not exactly the driving force, the nail in the coffin putting you through. And finally at 5 is the cream of the crop. Those who shouldn't have been banned. We're talking cards like Gecko Moria. We're talking cards like Goldie Roger. Why? Because he actively is a good card that changes the way opponents have to play and build their decks because he exists. Same with Blackbeard. We're talking 10 Mom when she came out. There's a lot of the worst. You can call them the worst generation if you really want to. But I'll start with you. Where are we putting Yamato on the scale?
Mike, you know my favorite play in the whole wide world is to swing 5 with leader, attach 3 Dawn onto my searcher, and then swing again.
No. Your favorite is to put 1 on your Zoro leader and attach 2 on your searcher. That is your favorite play.
Yeah, it is my favorite play. And this card facilitates that play so much. And I also think that it's bringing this card into like, this type of searcher into a different like genre. The tap down searchers were always pseudo blockers that your opponent had to get rid of, right? But now this is a type of pseudo blocker where it's not just a cheeky like, oh, your Nami's rested, let me swing my Nami into it, ha ha ha. Right? No, this is like, I need to respect this card.
Yeah, I'm coming at you.
So
you're swinging into me. I'm not swinging into you.
Exactly. I'm thinking this is a 3.5, right?
Yeah, I think this is a 3.5. This card is
3.5. It's good. Yeah,
I don't think I could ever call a 1-drop searcher a 4 unless it moved to heaven and earth, you know? Like if this is a 1-2 or a 1-3, the game 3 on 2 Dawn, I think I'd give it a 4. But I cannot give a 1-0. That's not a world I'm living in, brother.
Yeah.
But our next card is Inuarashi, a 4/5 1K counter. Dawn 2 when attacking. Sorry, Minx, Yellow Wano, Agazaya 9. Dawn 2 when attacking. You can be trash 1 card from your hand. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with cost equal to or less than the number of your opponent's life. Trigger, if your opponent has 3 or more life cards, play this card. So there's a whole cycle from the set Yamato came out in called the Agazaya 9. And or there's more Agazaya 9s than this, but there's a yellow cycle of them. Where if your opponent has 3 or less life, when it's triggered, you can play the card for free. There's that for Yamato, because you just want to put all your Dawn on Yamato, and you want to swing in, and then your opponent says, okay, I'll race you. You go, haha, I swung it and played a card. Ha!
Yep.
Guess what? This one's great, obviously, because if they counter out early game, you can kill up to 5 costs. And even if they counter out when they're down to 1 or 2, you can still kill chum blockers. So real good.
Yeah. We played a lot of this back in the day because on the backswing, when you play these out, it was just it was overwhelming. It was like Zero before Zero existed.
Well, also don't forget, back in the day, you also had Sakazuki playing a million 1 and 2 drop searchers. Where you're like, oh yeah, I just have to kill this Tashigi to make sure I don't die next turn.
Exactly.
Yeah, good card. Glad to see it.
Cool card. Yeah.
Kawamatsu's another part of that cycle. 3/5, 1 attacking. You may trash 2 cards in your hand. Add to one of your characters with 0 power to the top or bottom of your owner's life cards face up. Trigger, if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, play this card. This card isn't really that good. Out of the deck, though, a cool combo, though, is that you can use this to add a 0 power. And then you have 1 more for Dog Storm to do costs, but then you're trashing 3 cards, so maybe not. But you're happy for the trigger. Trigger 3/5 into play. Feels good still.
Yeah, 3/5 is still a good number. And also, like, this is how we would protect Momonosuke searchers and stuff like that.
Of course.
Like, it was, like, fine. It was fine.
I read the card wrong. I thought that you could do either side, not just one of yours. I'm very bad at reading.
Not gonna get cooked for that one.
Kikunojo 4/6. This is the best one. Just spoiler alert. This is just the best one.
Yes.
On a KO, if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. And then also, if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, play this card. So once you've triggered this into play, unless you're giving your opponent life for some reason or they're healing, they have to trash it, which Ben Beckman is relevant right now, so sure. Or they have to move it into life with Big Mom and then it gets replayed again. Or they have to bottom deck it with Red Rock, Gravity Blade. Or else they have to either A, race with always on the board, or B, give you a life. And that life can be anything. It can even be our Kikunojo.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, if you're a new player, just buy 2 of this deck because this is a relevant yellow card for like ever.
I feel like this will come at 4. I don't know why. I'm just like, yeah, this will be 4 in the deck.
Yeah, but
just see 1.
If it comes as 2, I don't know. Like just buy enough Kikunojos so that it's in your binder collection because this is still a relevant card to this day. It's OP11, and this is a release 5 sets.
Every like 80% of yellow decks just play this card.
Yeah, amazing card. I can't even tell you how many times like it's won me games just by being a threat on the board that like they can't remove because I'm just swinging back into their board with it. Right?
Dude,
so
just Nico Robin where I have Kikunojo on board and Basil Hawkins on board is crazy.
Oh, by the way, also a relevant Katakuri 8-cost target, which slaps it back into the top or bottom of our life.
Yeah.
So
that's not a card in this deck.
No, it's not, but remember it.
Remember the name. Denjiro, another part of the cycle. 5/6 Dawn 2. If your opponent has 3 or less life cards, this character can't be KO'd by card effects. If your opponent has 3 or less life, play this card. Card's actually really good. I think this was the most underrated one of the cycle. Straight up. This card was gas. You trigger this card into that format and you're good. You trigger gas into this. You trigger gas. You trigger this card into this format. It's good. It's a 6K base. And yeah, I mean, unfortunately, we're not doing a lot of KO right now. We're doing a lot more bottom decking and moving to life. With movement to life, it's coming back. So he's a big jump.
And Dawn ×2 is attainable in this leader just because you could just float that.
It's just free. Yeah, it's literally just free in this deck.
Yeah.
The brand new Kinemon, a new member of this Akazaya 9 cycle.
Yeah.
Sorely missing before. 4/5, 2K counter. Trigger if your leader has the Land of Wano type, and your opponent has 3 less cards. Play this card. Another member of the cycle, just a 2K you can play for free. Searchable with the Land of Wano cycle cards. Put it back into your life. Yeah, he's here. He's Kinemon. He's, as always, impressive and just okay. You got opinions, Luke?
I'm a little bit sad about it. I mean, like, okay, like
we all know Kinemon is like one of the most wasted potential characters. We already know that.
Yeah.
At least they're being honest about what he is, you know?
But
the One Piece trading card game designers did not write One Piece.
Sure. But man, come on, dude. All right, I'm just okay. So I'm like a big Kinemon lover. Kinemon was one of my first decks ever. Just saying. But they keep doing my boy dirty like this. I don't know. Like I just want him to do a little bit more, right? Being a 2K counter is actually pretty good, right? I don't know how many 2K Wano characters we have nowadays.
I can find out for you while you're talking.
Oh yeah, you find that out for me, please. And I get what they're doing by giving us a 2K and no like effect box over here. They're like, okay, for the lack of an effect box, we'll give you a trigger and a plus 1,000 on the counter, right? Plus 2K on counter, which is fine. It's like a fine card. It's just a middling card, and I'm like, I wish they would just gas up Kinemon a little bit more. Dependent on how many Wano 2Ks we find that are relevant, this might be the new 2K searcher, or sorry, 2K character that we pull up. But otherwise, I don't know what I would give this card. I think I'm kind of messing around with like a 2.5. I think.
Still looking.
Yep.
You're just asking about yellow or all?
That's all. Give me all.
I'm at 4 right now.
I guess not all. Give me green, yellow, right? Like.
I'm at what did I say, 4?
4.
I'm at 2 with green. 3 with yellow.
3 with yellow. Okay, yeah, and one of them's Hiyori. Two of them are.
I'm not even
Hiyori,
at that
right?
one yet. Oh yeah, that was at the old Hiyori. Yeah. We're at 4 total with the good Hiyori. Keep filling dead air, Luke. Dead air. You gotta fill it.
I mean, okay, so like
5,
already
Rinotama.
that Hiyori is already better.
Oh, 6 with the legs. 6 with the legs.
6.
All
right.
That puts us at 10 if we're counting the non-green yellows.
Yeah, no, we're good, man. I'm not running this as a 2K counter, I don't think.
Oh, I lied. Yamato from the Yamato starter deck, the yellow one, is also one.
Oh. And somehow
and
that's still
Yamato
better than
in
this.
the Three Brothers deck.
And somehow those are still better than this card. I don't know.
What? No, this card gets free play. What do you mean?
I mean,
brother, you're just being too salty.
Just,
This card's infinitely better than the 2Ks.
I guess I'm salty. I guess I'm salty, but I still feel like all
cards
those
at
ones
2.5. I'm moving on. I'm not letting you drag this out.
I'm just saying.
Cat Viper is a 4/5 1K counter. Mink Slated Wano Akazai 9. Don't 2. This character can also attack your opponent's active characters.
This is gas.
Yeah, I mean, always has been, always will be.
Yeah. Good card.
Yeah, card's good. I love him.
Yeah.
Good boy. Raizo's a 3/4 1K counter. When attacking, you may trash one card from your hand. Rest of one of your opponent's down cards. You don't play this one. You'll trigger it. I'll trigger it all day just because it's a free body on board, but do not tap out your Dawn for it. Blaze Slice is a card we'll play all day and be happy about it. Main counter for 1. Up to one of your leaders for character cards gets 1,000 power during this turn. Then, so you're already gaining more than at 1 Dawn, whether it's combat, offense, or defense.
Yeah.
Then, if your opponent has 2 less life cards, rest one of your opponent's characters costs 4 or less. So you use it to remove a blocker offensively, to remove an attacker defensively, and then trigger rest up to one of your opponent's characters with the cost of 4 or less.
So good.
Yeah, this is one of the all-time interaction cards.
Yep.
We're gonna be making a video at some point soon, which is one of the best 1-drops in the game, and this one's definitely in contention. So it's definitely up there.
Real high up there.
Yeah.
It's real good.
Yeah. Although I will say, this is the one. You know, I you know me. I love panels. I love using panels. Right?
Yeah.
There's definitely a better panel for this. There's definitely got to be a Wano panel because this is a Punk Hazard panel, which is why I'm confused why it's like a Wano type. It's Punk Hazard, brother. It's a Wano move. I got it. Number 2. If you're gonna use this scene, you should use the anime because the top down just looks really weird. I understand what they're doing. But also it doesn't really look like it's getting sliced because I can't see the sword slicing through it. You know.
I mean, that's the cool part. You can't. I'm just kidding. No, but like
the cool part is when I see it happen. But the cool part is when I have no imagination, just like the executives over at Netflix. Izo is a 2/1 1K counter. Dawn 2, this character gains a blocker, so you get the 2-drop chump blocker when you activate the leader ability for free. On play, your Land of Wano leader gains banished during this turn. Ah! Ah! It's Onami, but it blocks. See, I feel like you were like, this is worse than Onami because it's a worse attacker. But I think, when you go by my logic of like, you don't attack with the Yamato 1-drop right away, you save it for later anyway, and I don't care about not having an attacker on the following turn, I'm cool with this. I'd much rather this be a blocker. Ponders.
Pondering.
Listen, the answer is that we have 8 of these cards to give your leader banish, which is insane.
That's also true.
That's the real answer here. It doesn't matter. We have 8 2-drops that give your leader banish.
Why must kings compete? Yeah, you're right. We could just have forever access to banish.
Yeah.
That seems better.
You swing for 6. Your opponent either takes it or gives you the 1 2K, and then every turn after that you swing for banish everything.
And the thing is, I am kind of a fan of like using our Dawn ×2 Yamato ability defensively like this.
Yeah, totally.
Because there are times where I'm just like, I don't know what to do with this ×2 Dawn. I can't do anything with it because there's no characters on board that I can give it to that are active or anything. Like, so this is a really good tech piece, I think.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with the locking of this. And the way it's locked in the Yellow Wano leaders that exist, even upgrading in a vacuum and pretending like there could be more, I have to be honest and say that this is like a 2, but it plays like a 3.5 in this deck.
I was gonna say it feels like a 1.5.
Like this card is designed for this one deck, and nothing else.
Yeah.
And we take those.
Yeah.
It's the one green card.
Oh.
It's Portgas.D.Ace, a 5/5 2K counter. Honesty, Whitebeard Pirates. On play, if you have 2 or more rested characters, rest up to one of your opponent's characters, cost 5 or less. It's a 2K counter that's Ace, because Ace is her best friend. And, yeah, I mean, they could have just made a new Ace like they did last time, but they didn't.
We just have so many yellow aces. I guess that
they're SRs and stuff. You can't give them. The only non-SR yellow ace is the baby, which doesn't make any sense here.
I think there's a yellow one I think it's in the Yamato structure.
It's an SR though. It's an SR in the deck.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's I'm checking it right now. Here you go. It's like Portgas.
Yeah.
This is what I gotta search. Yeah, the only one that isn't an SR or higher is the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Yamato, they're friends with Ace.
Listen, hey, this card's good. It rests the character.
Sure.
While establishing a body. Well,
it's a 5
for
relevant
for the new
too.
player getting this out of the box, this is a good addition. I'm happy with this.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And you know that Ace is their best friend. And Ace is the good.
Not bad.
Kouzuki Momonosuke. I love this card. This card looks sick. 6/7. Cool. Kouzuki Momonosuke, Yellow Wano, Kouzuki Clan. Your turn. If you have 2 or less life cards, your leader has 1,000 power. So your leader goes a 6K base on attack. Activate maybe once per turn. You return 2 of your total currently given Dawn cards to your cost area. Rested.
Okay.
So you Yamato activates or you put stuff on, and then you say, no, take that shit back. But rest it now.
Yeah.
This character gains rush and 1,000 power during this turn.
Yeah. That's cool.
So you don't just make your leader big. You play this for 6, and then you activate leader to put 2 on him, assuming you have nothing else. Your leader swings for 6, and then you go, dog, how about 7 or 8? Sorry, 8 rush.
How about 9 rush? Right? No, what is it? No,
because you'll lose the Dawn. You'll lose the Dawn. So it's just 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the other way to sequence this also is that you already swung, like you already attached 2 and swung out with something else. You play this guy, and then you return 2 of your total currently given Dawn cards to your rare area. It costs. I guess it doesn't matter.
You can do it from leader too. I'm talking about on curve with 6 Dawn.
You're right. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's a ton of ways to sequence it. Also, you can just like play it. Your leader's a 6, swing for 6, and your opponent's now like, oh shoot, I gotta counter this one while I can because it's double attack, and I got an 8 swinging on me. And then when they counter, you just go, no, starve. I won't activate or attack. I'm good.
Oh, you know what? A better usage is like you've previously equipped all your Dawn. You previously equipped all your Dawn to like everybody. I don't know, like across a wide field, however you want to do it, right? And then you play this out. You return 2 your total Dawn cards, and then you can give the 2 from Yamato. There we go. Okay, that's how we get to 10. That's how we get to a 10 rusher with 6.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to get there. There's a lot of ways.
That's crazy. That's crazy though. Like,
this card is also not leader locked at all. This plays in NL. I mean, listen. How many times can you use the second ability in a non-Yamato deck? Not as high as you would think. But just being like, my leader has 1,000 power on attack is pretty good. I can see it.
Yeah.
How about Bello Betty?
Yeah. Ooh, Bello Betty. Ooh.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
This card is a... This is hard.
I don't know.
I think this card is a 3.5 only... No, I'm thinking about how yellow works outside of NL. I'm gonna give this... It's so hard because the way that yellow works outside of NL is just tap all your shit. It's not really giving shit.
Yeah.
I'm giving this a 3.5, but I feel like I feel like it's gonna play like a 4. I want to say 4, but I'm thinking about all the other things we give 4s, and I think across the board it will play worse than them. And I'm not willing to say this is the worst 4. I'd rather say this is one of the better 3.5s.
Yeah. I think I agree. I think that it can sit in the council of 4 ranks, but we do not grant it the rank of 4. I think. Yeah,
but then you watch the Clone Wars and you're like, dog, he saved all your asses. How did you actually not give him the title of master? When that movie first came out, scene makes no sense. You watch 9 seasons of Clone Wars and you're like, F you, Anakin's right, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's the amount of power. Anyway, no, that's a totally different.
All right, moving on.
But like, yeah.
Speaking of other 2K Yamatos, 5/4 2K counter Yamato from Star Deck 13 Three Brothers has Rush, which is great. And on play, look at all your life cards, place one at top of your deck, and place the rest back there in any order. You don't want to have to play it, but you can. Notably, if you do play this card, you do have to lose a life. You do have to use the other ability. It's not up to 1. You do have to look at all your life. And then you do have to place one on top and reorganize the rest.
Yeah. This card is actively like Fornosuke, and it functions better, I think, than Fornosuke because of your leader ability.
Yeah.
So, that's fine. Like a 5/6 rusher, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, sometimes you're digging for interaction, so you can just be like, I will play this and see if it's in my life.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you just need one more relevant attacker to get around like a huge blocker wall. So
or you're just like, I need to make sure I trigger my character on the next turn, so I'll pre-play this and then put my Akusai 9 card on top.
Yeah, my Kikunojo needs to be active online, right?
Kiku, come to me.
Yeah. Cool.
Ashura Doji, another new card. 3/3, 1K counter. On play if your leader has an Inuarashi type and your opponent has 3 or more life cards. KO of 5 or less. Okay.
That's really good.
So once again, we have 4 new 2-drop Namis and 4 new 5-drop Namis. But it's a 3 cost.
And this is also the new OP11 Red Hawk character with 1 less cost, and it's a body.
We love it.
Right? Yeah, because you spend 1, you rest 3, KO 5.
Yes.
Really good.
Yeah, this card's real good. 3.5.
That's a 3.5 from me.
Yeah, in the late game, obviously, you know, can't just like come down and kill anything. But honestly, I don't want to play a 3/3 in the late game. I don't have to. So
yeah,
I'm down for that.
Not bad. Not bad.
And that is the brand new green yellow Yamato starter deck. Let us know in the comment section what y'all think about this. Of course, all of our other starter deck reviews are up at this point. Members, of course, get access to all of our content 2 weeks early. So when it comes to everything else coming out, like our deck guides and our upgrade guides that will teach you how to get this deck from out of the box to the top table at your locals, you get up 2 weeks early while supporting the awesome content we do here by becoming a member. And until next time, we'll see y'all later.
Bye.